Okie dokie. Well, Mortal Kombat Arcade Edition for the Sega Genesis. Alright. Alright, Mortal Kombat Arcade Edition for the Sega Genesis. Here we go. Alright, Mortal Kombat Arcade Edition for Sega Genesis. Yes, this is a ROM hack. It was released on December 24th, 2021, and it makes a slew of improvements over the original Sega Genesis Mortal Kombat. Things like new graphic details, timing improvements in the gameplay, sound samples are updated, all sorts of new features. Arcade graphics added to the end screens and stuff like that were missing previously. Ending screens that were missing previously. Basically, a lot of the graphics originally made for the game have been either redone or completely changed altogether. And new animations for like the courtyard. You'll notice that the monks and all that are actually animated, and they do the clapping at the end of each round. And yeah, these things just weren't present in the original version, but they've been added here. There's at least over 80 sound samples from the arcade that have been added in that really bring it out to make it feel more like the arcade. Now, of course, the background music is still the classic Sega Genesis bonky donk music, but they're actually put in the correct order now on the levels that they're supposed to be on, and it just makes it a little bit more, better in that aspect, more arcade-like, and yeah. The animations per character are a lot better. You got that more of a fluid animation going on with the characters, more like the Sega CD almost. And yeah, the sound effects are a lot better. There's just a lot going on here that just makes it pretty cool, man, that they could pull this off. It's like a big improvement over the original Genesis version. There are some issues, though. There's some glitchiness that goes on here and there, but since the time that I got this, there has been an updated version of this that was recently released that takes care of a lot of those glitchy problems, but it's few and far between. It doesn't affect the gameplay very much at all. But yeah, this is just really cool. Could you imagine if this is what they dropped on us back in the day? If they managed to put enough effort in to give us this back in the day, man, it would have been 10,000 times even more cool than the original Genesis one was, and that one was cool.
Flawless victory.
But yeah, man, if we would have got this back in the day, oh my goodness. This would have been great. Not to say that the Genesis version from back in the day wasn't great, because that was great in its own right, because it was giving us what we wanted, and it's all we could have at home at the time, of course, unless you went to the arcade. So, but man, if they hit us with this one, wow, that would have been just crazy, because this is very cool. Very cool that they managed to pull this off. It just goes to show how much more you can cram in a Sega Genesis cart than they actually originally did.
Test your might.
Now, we're going to go ahead and at the end of the game here, show you a little fun thing here that they've added. That's right, folks. Ermac is in the game. He is in MK1. Look at that. All those rumors and stuff. It's kind of funny that they put this in here to, like, hey, look, there he is. He is in MK1, you know, because he never actually was. It was just rumors and a bunch of malarkey, because Ed Boon likes to put things in arcade menus secretly to see if people find them and mess with them. But yeah, Ermac's in here. He's another hidden character that you fight.
Johnny Cage. Kano.
Well, there it is. Mortal Kombat Arcade Edition for the Sega Genesis. Of course, it is a ROM hack. I opted to get it on a cartridge because I would rather play it on the actual hardware if given the chance. Anytime I have a chance to play it on the original hardware, I'm going to. But anyway, Mortal Kombat Arcade Edition. Man, that would have been really cool if this is what came out back in the day. I mean, it already was better than the Super Nintendo version, the standard Genesis version, but if this was what came out, just goes to show you that they could have pulled it off given more time. You know, the background music hasn't changed. It's still the Genesis background music, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. We like the bonky donk. We like the bonky donk, okay? So, yeah, very cool version, you know, and I wasn't expecting this, you know. It is a couple years old now, but like I said, a new version has come out that fixes a lot of the bugs and glitches in this. But really cool, just to show you that the Genesis is still capable of so much more than what they gave you. I mean, they played it safe back then. They were bing, bang, boom. They wanted to rush it out, get it out the door because it was so popular. Had they taken a little extra time, this shows you what could have been done. So, very, very cool. I don't hear him. Yeah, I don't hear him. Huh. Nice and peaceful. Very nice. Could get used to that. With that said, catch you all down the road. Hey, how dare you cut me out of this episode? I can't believe you would do that to me. How dare you do that to me? That's it. I'm done. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Hey, wait, no.